Hello to everyone, my fellow agents and those interested in the real estate industry. Today we are officially kicking off our series on things they didn't teach you, probably in real estate school, definitely not on HGTV. And today we're going to talk about one of the most challenging things, but yet one of the most important things that you can do, which is start day one with a database. And this one is super important. So when we have a new agent, you're actually getting them set up with their database and everything, even before, even if they're still working on finishing up their license. And so this is really important because your database is how you're going to communicate with people, and communication and follow up is like the number one thing, right, in real estate. And so there are a few things, a few little helpful tips for having a database. So first of all, to have one, if you have, you can, there's apps where you can export your contacts in your phone, if that's helpful, if that's where you've been keeping a lot of your connections. And then you can import those into your database, or do that. So if anyone has any questions or needs any recommendations, definitely reach out on that. But rule number one is have one. And so this is really important because as time goes on and you're meeting people, let's just say you're at the grocery store and someone's like, hey, I'm looking to buy a house next year. You're going to want one place. Otherwise, you're going to end up having notes in your phone, putting contacts in, sticky notes everywhere, or what have you. And then you're going to spend a lot of time just kind of gathering information. And so the second thing is to communicate systematically. So your database, it can be fancy software. It can be an Excel spreadsheet. Okay. But a key feature is that you're able to see regularly who you've been in communication with and what your follow-up plan is. Obviously not everybody you talk to every day is going to be ready to buy or sell a house tomorrow. So a lot of times those are things that you're going to be checking in and following up with people on, sometimes for months, sometimes literally for years. So you want a way to be able to track that as you're, growing your business. Number 3 is feed it daily. So there's lots of ways to do this. Lots of ways to do this. So if this is something that you struggle with, definitely reach out and we can talk about it. But you've got, if nothing else, like you meet people every day on social media, out in the real life, in the real world. And then there's definitely several other strategies you can do if this is something that you struggle with. So let me know. And then lastly is to service your potential clients. And so whether that's someone you know or just met, you want to make sure that you're providing top level service and that you are continuing to follow up as that timeline kind of closes. And then you also want some really good strategies for keeping them updated on what's going on in the market, whether they're looking to buy or sell. And so that is rule number 4 of your database. So I will see you guys next week for week 2. Obviously, this is an overview, but if you ever want to dig into any of these topics, definitely let me know, and I'm happy to chat. And I will talk to you soon.